Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. For today's video, we are going to be doing a redraft of the 2003 NBA draft. One of the most stackest, if not the stackest draft in NBA history. So basically what we're going to do is I have the old 2003 rosters right here. This was a roster created by Little Saint B21. He actually makes really good rosters, guys. He also made the draft class for this because the historical draft classes are in this game, but there is only like 6 of the accurate players in them. So he went ahead and made the entire roster accurate. So we got all that going for us too here, man. So yeah, we are going to go and draft all the players out there. And what we're going to do is actually do a season simulation to see how the new teams turned out. I did something like this maybe like 3 years ago. So I'm really curious to see like how my mind has changed about some of these teams going forward. So yeah, guys, as I go through this, if you want to give me your draft selection in the comment section below, I would love to hear them. So let's go right ahead. And we all know the first pick is going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers. So let's go ahead and simulate to the NBA draft, get this going, and go from there. So yes, man, M. Silver, commissioner of the 2003 NBA draft. The Cleveland Cavaliers are on the clock. So as far as their team needs go, I mean, they got Big Z, 29 in his prime. I would probably say the best center in Cleveland Cavaliers history. You got Ricky Davis. I do remember him as a player. I think I remember him mostly as a member of the Boston Celtics. Somebody who was a decent scorer of the NBA, but that's about it. Carlos Boozer, he was young at this point. Of course, he becomes an all-star later on for the Utah Jazz. This dude I don't think is supposed to be on the roster. Jermaine Jones. We got Darius Miles. Actually, a few of these guys here is actually Darius Miles is actually a known LeBron James hater. He actually went on the record to say LeBron James, like, he got earned his spot. He should not be drafted. I don't know. It was all this weird stuff going on, this drama. But yeah, man, as far as the prospects go, when it comes to Cleveland Cavaliers, you obviously take Darko Milicic with the pick in the draft, allowing LeBron James to fall to the Detroit Pistons. I'm just joking, guys. With the first pick, this one does not change. You do have the Cleveland Cavaliers selecting LeBron James out of St. Vincent St. Mary's High School. Yes, it just makes complete sense, right? All right. So next up in the draft, we do have the Detroit Pistons, my favorite team of all time, guys. And as we all know, this team made some mistakes out there. They made some mistakes. A big one, actually, a big one. But all things considered, they still did end up winning the 2004 NBA championship. But yes, looking at this roster, Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace, Chauncey Billups, Rasheed Wallace was not actually on this team until roughly the trade deadline. But for the sake, we're going to assume that trade still did happen. You got Cliff Robinson out there, who I think might have actually been part of that trade. I don't remember. Collis Williamson. You got a nice bench unit, Chucky Atkins, Mehmet Okur out there too, John Barry, nice shooter. Tayshaun Prince, of course, ends up becoming the starting small forward of this team. But yeah, man, so I'm trying to base this off what I know now, right? And what I know now is that the second best player in this draft was no doubt Dwyane Wade. Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh doesn't really fit with this team getting Rasheed Wallace. So it comes down to Carmelo and Dwyane Wade, right? Personally speaking, I would rather have Dwyane Wade. The reason I say that is because the idea of Wade and Chauncey in the backcourt together just sounds absolutely amazing. I think Richard Hamilton at the size of 6'7", his abilities were off the screens. I think would actually be ideal. Well, I don't want to say ideal, but he would be able to play the small forward position without a doubt. I mean, 6'7" is definitely small forward height. And then, of course, Tayshaun Prince would come off the bench and maybe eventually work his way into a starting spot somehow via trade or something like that. But yes, man, excuse me, guys. Dwyane Wade and Chauncey Billups in the backcourt together. That was too good a pass. So Carmelo Anthony, throughout his NBA career, never really proved to me that he could lead a team to a championship. I don't know, man. Damn, I don't know, guys. Now I'm kind of stuck because, Melo never really played with a team like the Detroit Pistons. Maybe the Houston Rockets will be that team, but who do I take? Who would you guys take? Let me know in the comment section below. Melo or Dwyane Wade? Wade's the better player. Melo seems like he's the better fit. Damn, dude, this is going to throw everything off, man. You know what? As much as I love Wade, I think the Pistons would take Melo in this scenario because it just makes more sense. It makes more sense from a position standpoint. I don't know. I don't feel great about it, but who knows? Maybe Melo would have won a championship there. So yeah, we got him on the team. All right, so next up we have the Denver Nuggets, who of course took Carmelo Anthony, and he had some pretty good years. They're looking at their team needs. Definitely in the need of a guard because it's like you got Juwan Howard, you got Nene, who I believe ends up playing power forward for this team later on, Marcus Camby, and then a whole bunch of just other dudes out there, right? So yes, without a doubt in my mind, this team would select Dwyane Wade with the third pick in the draft. Yes, Dwyane Wade to the Denver Nuggets to become a superstar over there, although I'm curious to see how he would actually play out in the Western Conference because definitely a different style of basketball over there. So yeah, man, D Wade. All right, next up we got the Toronto Raptors. Looking at their team needs at this time, I mean, you got Vince Carter on this team. I don't think he stayed this season, did he? I think after this point, he actually went to a different team. I don't remember when he actually left. Hey, let's actually see that real quick. When did he actually leave this team? 2000. Okay, so he actually was on the Toronto Raptors for the 03-04 season. I actually did not know that, and it wasn't until the 05 season that he was actually traded away. So, in this case, man, they got some decent guards. You got Elvin Williams out there. You got Antonio Davis at center. Team obviously does like the power forward position, so I don't think much changes with this either. You take Chris Bosh, who actually had some really good seasons for the Toronto Raptors before going to Miami Heat. I mean, he was like legit a superstar, guys. I don't know how many of you guys actually remember Chris Bosh on the Raptors, but he was a fun player to watch. Probably one of my favorite players at the time. And now you get the Miami Heat, and they kind of get the short end of the straw right here because at this point, you got some really good players still left in this draft. I mean, some really good solid players, but you don't got LeBron or Wade or Melo or Bosh. So, yeah, so looking at their team needs at the time, you got Eddie Jones, good three-point shooter. Crown Butler would be nice at the small forward position. You got a decent center in Brian Grant. They do like the power forward position, but Malik Allen at least can, like, he was okay as far as I remember. But yeah, point guards, kind of some basic point guards out there. Mike James, and who actually think ends up on the Detroit Pistons. Travis Best. I mean, Travis worse, man, because I don't remember him. So yeah, I think in this case, you probably take, out of all the players that I see available, you got TJ Ford, who had some decent seasons. I mean, his career was cut short by injury. But I would actually go with Mo Williams, because Mo Williams, at his best, I remember playing for Milwaukee Bucks, Cleveland Cavaliers, had some seasons of averaging around 15, 16 points per game, 7 assists out there. So yeah, man, he actually made the All-Star one season too. So I would say he's probably the next best player to take in this case, considering what this team needs specifically. So yes, Mo Williams to the Miami Heat. And now we got the Clippers. So the Clippers at this time did take Chris Kaman. Looking at the team needs, you got Elton Brand out there, who is expiring. So I think at this time, he might have signed a new contract, but I think he ultimately ended up on the Philadelphia 76ers. Corey Maggette, more of a small forward, played shooting guard for a bit. Lamar Odom, small forward position. Andre Miller, not really like any big time positions that they need out there. It's kind of just like maybe best player available or something along those lines. But I would actually go with a guy that, I keep on doing the same thing, man. Okay, choose prospect. A guy that ended up being like an all-star in the NBA, and that's David West. David West had a very solid NBA career, always a beacon of consistency. And I would say out of like him, Boris Diaw, Chris Kaman, definitely the most successful of those three. So welcome to the Los Angeles Clippers. And by the way, guys, we are only going to be doing the lottery for this. We are only doing the lottery picks. Next up, we have the Chicago Bulls. So for the Bulls, at this time, their team was looking like this. You got Jalen Rose out there. You got Danielle Marshall. You got Jamal Crawford, Eddie Curry, Jay Williams. So as far as like their team goes, kind of like a small forward with Eddie Robinson being the best available. Damn, dude, the freaking head coach Fred Hoiberg on the team too. So yes, they definitely need a small forward. And the guy we're going to be drafting is somebody that might have been actually forgotten about in recent memory. And that is actually Josh Howard, who played for the Dallas Mavericks. They got Daniel Gibson for his picture on there for some reason. But yeah, man, Josh Howard played for the Dallas Mavericks, was like an all-star for, I think, a few seasons maybe. Ended up having his career also cut short by injury. But yeah, man, I remember him at the time. I think he had some 20-point per game seasons, actually. Not like a lot of them, but a few there. So he's going to be on the Chicago Bulls to hopefully become the next big-time scorer of that team. All right, we got the Milwaukee Bucks. And their team, they had Sam I.M. Cassell, Gary Payton, Michael Red, great three-point shooter, a lot of guards, and, just like forward or, wing players out there. Not really any big-time centers. You got this Dan dude, you got Anthony Mason, so you got a lot of nobodies right there. Definitely looking for their next big-time center, and in this case, I think you go, not Darko, you don't go with Darko, man, you never go with Darko. I think you would go with Chris Kaman. He's listed as a power forward. He actually did play center, I believe, for the Los Angeles Clippers. Another guy that was always a solid post-up player, could knock down the mid-range game. Rebounding was always decent. Not really great at anything, but decent at a lot of things. So, yes, I don't think the Bucks would have any problem taking the 7-footer from Central Michigan. Welcome to the Milwaukee Bucks. Originally, it was like the 5th pick in the draft, I believe, on the Los Angeles Clippers. All right, New York Knicks are up next. So, I don't remember who they drafted at this time. My guess is probably not somebody very good. Looking at their team needs, though, they have Al Houston, they got Latrell Sprewell, Kurt Thomas. So yeah, some decent players once again, but nothing absolutely great out there. As far as point guards go, you don't really see like that next like franchise point guard, somebody that could just be consistent for the team for many seasons. I mean, Howard Isley was 31, Charlie Ward 33. I love Antonio McDyess. He's a power forward though. He can't play point guard. But yeah, man, let's go with choose prospect. So I was kind of torn between this one right here. It was a torn between TJ Ford and also Kirk Hinrich. I feel like you can't go wrong with either one. In this case, Kirk Hinrich played longer. His defense was savage out there. I think he's the type of guy the Knicks needed, because I feel like that's where the Knicks went wrong at times, was sometimes they didn't always make the best choices out there. And you just need those glue guys, those guys that you can really just put around your star players, and they are going to just excel the team. So yes, Captain Kirk, welcome to the New York Knicks. And next up, we do have the Washington Wizards. Now this team ends up eventually getting Gilbert Arenas, but looking at their team needs at the time, not really any great point guards to think about. You got Tyronn Lue, who we all remember him getting crossed up by Iverson. He's also on an expiring deal. I think he ended up going to the Lakers at this point, or maybe this is after his Laker days. Juwan Dixon, he was actually more of a shooting guard, I believe, in the NBA, but was always a decent shooter. Not really a guy you're going to start, though. So, once again, this team does need a point guard, and I think the player you go with this time is TJ Ford. Not really any other great choices around, like Luke Rinauer. He was okay for the Seattle Supersonics at times. You got Steve Blake, had some good seasons. But yeah, man, I'm going to go with TJ Ford from Texas, 6 foot. All right, next we got the Golden State Warriors, man. And you know, I'm thinking in this case, let's go with their team needs. Let's go with their team needs real quick. You got Antoine Jameson, Gilbert Arenas, you got Jay Rich. This team ain't got a center, man. You got freaking Adonal Foyle, who had like one good season. Eric Dampier, who ends up on the Mavericks. Now I'm not trying to troll, but with everything that people thought Darko was going to be, you still think he would have been a lottery pick? He still would have been there, right? We ain't taking y'all Zaza. So I think with this pick, not to mention just the karma of getting a future super team, y'all are going to get Darko Milicic, guys. But who knows, man? Like, I think Darko in the right system still could have been a really good NBA player. I just don't feel like he was given the chance on the Pistons all that much, being behind Rasheed and Big Ben Wallace, Antonio McDyess, you know, guys like that, Eldon Campbell on the 2004 team. So yeah, man, I feel like Darko, without all that pressure to being the number 2 pick, could have been something. Next up, we have the Seattle Supersonics. It did not let me change their jerseys for whatever reason. But yes, looking at their team needs. Well, currently they have Ray Allen as shooting guard. They have Rashard Lewis. They have an aging Brent Berry out there. Not really any sort of backup shooting guard at all outside of Flip Murray, who is only a 68 overall. So yes, this guy in this draft is very underrated, but he's somebody that we all know becomes one of the best three-point shooters of all time. He's far down this list, guys. Like, I gotta find him real quick here. Kyle Korver. Yes, can you imagine Kyle Korver coming off the bench behind Ray Allen and just learning behind him how much of an even greater shooter he could have become? I mean, he's still one of the best of all time. So, yeah, not a ton of learning right there. But, yeah, man. Kyle Korver from Creighton, 6'7", 212. Next up, we got the Memphis Grizzlies. And their team needs. They got Paul Gasol, Mike Miller. You got Jason Williams out there, Shane Battier, Wesley Person. So, yes, this team definitely needs another shooting guard, even just the backup person's right there, who was the better player at the time than who we are going to draft. But yes, we are going to go ahead and select Leandro Barbosa, the Brazilian Blur, I believe he was called. Was a 6-man for a long time on the Phoenix Suns. Always a beacon consistency from a scoring standpoint. Was never going to, like, give you, like, no 25, 30 points per game, but he was always a very solid bench player at least. And finally, for the last Seattle Supersonics Thunder pick. Now I will say, out of all the players available, Boris Diaw is the way to go. But there was one player I just could not resist passing up, and that is Nick Collison, guys. I gotta show respect to Nick Collison. This man literally played, I believe, his entire NBA career with the OKC Thunder / Seattle Supersonics. We gotta draft him. Welcome to the team. Guys, I am gonna finish up the rest of this draft, and then we are actually going to do a simulation to see which team does the best. Okay, so I will be representing the Detroit Pistons. This is starting 5. Melo is 84 overall, wearing that 24 number Kobe Bryant right there. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and simulate this season. I'm curious how all these teams do out there and see how good my Detroit Pistons could do with Carmelo Anthony. Okay, so a record of 54-27, which I gotta imagine in this case is probably first place in the Eastern Conference, simulated through date. We finished that out in the season to the Orlando Magic. We got MVP Kobe Bryant at 34 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals per game. Chris Bosh, Rookie of the Year. Damn, dude, those are some solid stats right there. We got Baron Davis, 6-man on the Phoenix Suns. That's interesting. Kevin Garnett, Defensive Player of the Year, and Al Harrington is most improved. With Phil Jackson, don't look like no Phil Jackson, as Coach of the Year. All-NBA first team looking like this. All-NBA second. And we got, oh my, what the fuck, dude? Tim Duncan on the Lakers? Oh my, bro. Okay, I'll keep Darko. It's fine. I'll keep Darko. You all know, guy. Oh my god, dude. This just threw off the time-space continuum. Wow, dude. Tim Duncan, Shaq, and Kobe on the same team. I cannot even, man. Like, I can't even. Oh my god. I gotta see what that record is. I bet you it's 8-0, guys. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh my god. Conference standings. Okay, so we were actually second place to the New Jersey Nets. Here's the rest of the team records. And then you got Western Conference, 65-17. There is, oh my God, dude, there is no way we're going to be in that team. There is no way. Like, you know what, man? You know what? For the sake of realism, because else, if else the Lakers are just going to walk over everybody, man, that's not fair, man. This is before the Golden State Warriors times. Yo, where the Lakers at? Yeah, Lakers. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God, can't drop in the free agency. Wow, bro. Okay, well, I guess we'll just roll with it. Let's go ahead and check out some player stats on the season. We'll see how all the rookies did, actually, I think. Yeah, rookie report. So these are the top scoring rookies. We got Harold Turner. Maybe I should have drafted him. Apparently the greatest basketball player alive. Yo, where's Melo at? Bro, where's Melo? Okay, that don't look right. Okay, yeah, we'll go to player stats. There we go. So, let's go to the Detroit Pistons. Yeah, Melo at 17.6 rebounds, 5 assists. I could totally see him doing that in his first NBA season. Rip Hamilton, I'm actually kind of glad we kept him at shooting guard. He did really nice work over there. Big Ben Wallace got the 13 rebounds. Tayshaun Prince, yeah, kind of fell off at that point, right? And then we got D Wade actually killing it on the Denver Nuggets. To the rest of the trades, man, y'all look at the free agent signings here, and a lot of crazy stuff went down that offseason. Not gonna lie, bro, a lot of crazy stuff went down. But yeah, I want to look at the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron James, actually, you might argue, say he had a worse season than Carmelo Anthony in this case, which is cool, I guess. But here we go, man. Playoff time. Simulate playoffs. See who wins this. I'm guessing probably the Lakers. As long as my Pistons get to the finals, you know I won't be happy because in real life we won. Nuggets are gone with Dwyane Wade. Warriors are gone with, I believe, Darko. Utah Jazz gone. Pistons gone first round. What? Oh my God, man. Bro, this is the most cheesiest game of all time, bro. There's no way that Pistons team... Man, maybe we should have just kept Darko. I don't know. We should have just kept Darko. Would have been the way to go, apparently. Cavaliers got eliminated first round also to the Hawks. Magic gone. Wow, dude. Okay, and we got OKC Thunder gone. Lakers versus Hawks. Yo, who the hell is on the Hawks team? They got Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Antoine Walker, Crawfish... All right, apparently that's the GOATest team around. And then, of course, you got this team over here. Oh, my life. That team is still crazy. Simulate current round. See who wins this all. Better be the Lakers. And, yeah, the Lakers win 4-1. But, yes, guys, this was my redraft with a simulation. I'm going to say is I'm going to keep Darko, baby. I'm going to keep Darko, man. We're going to be good to go. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you are new to my channel. And peace out, my